Last one.
Ow.
Yeah, and we're back up. That was awesome.
That was the maiden voyage.
That was. Now.
Now bring you back down.
Not ready yet. Not ready yet. Not
No.
ready yet. Oh, I don't have a frame to use. Oh, I'll bring the frames down with me anyway. So.
Okay.
And let's go down. So.
44 times down. Boom.
This is a little bit slow. Oh, it's making me tired coming out of this.
It takes far too long, really.
It takes
doesn't
too
it?
much energy just standing here.
Hello.
Hello. So that's pretty damn good for our first contraption.
Yeah. So I did save that to the disk, didn't I?
You've saved it to disk, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. Save as left. Okay. So what I'm going to try and do now is make a program called up button,
Yeah.
and if we type in 440, I think that's right. 440 do up loop semicolon. So this should 44 times down to 0 do the function up in a loop. See? Very easy. Well, I say that, let's just hope it works.
Well, why couldn't you just do like a compiler program called up well, just do 44 times up.
Because you can't use times as a word in a word.
But I thought you could do 44 times up, and that'll do 44 times the program up.
No, you can't put that into a word. You'll get an error. You can try it later after
I know, but that's what you.
Lift.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't do that in
A loop.
a word. You can type it, but you can't do it in a word. So now if I type in up but,
I'm pretty sure you can do it in a word because I compiled a program with that in it. That's what I did in my 3D printer. I used a word with times in.
From what I've read and seen in videos, you can't do it.
Oh, maybe I just programmed it wrong then. That's probably why my 3D printer never worked. Okie dokie. So now, if we were to program this into a button, how would we do that?
Okay, so what that's gonna need is I'll now write the down program. Actually, I can't. I'm gonna wait for that to finish now. So basically, what we're gonna do.
So
and
there we go.
This is where we'll need the second IO expander, I believe, for the input. Because I never seem to be able to have inputs and outputs working on the same IO expander.
No.
For some strange reason, but I don't know why. So basically, you'll have a loop forever running.
Yep.
And it will check the state of the inputs. If the input button is 1, then it will run up but, and if the input state is 2, then it will run down but, and then it will return back to that forever loop. It's easy in concept. Whether we'll get it to work or not.
Here's another idea. Awesome.
Ooh, I've just thought of something. You know how I want to do all the lighting in the house, so we're going to have like a dual wall, so wall, air. What you can do, we can hook the entire lighting up to a computer, and then have each room with a name, and then you can have a button that turns it on, and we can have a central control room where you can turn the lights on.
You can use the lamps as well.
Yeah.
Use the lamps, then just have a light switch for each room.
Yeah, you have a light switch for each room, but you will also have a master control room where you can control all the lights in the house from one central place.
Oh, yeah.
So I could be in, say, bedroom 1, and you can turn the lights off from central control.
And then we'll have a button which is disco.
Yeah. Ah, this would be amazing. Just watch this space.
Yeah.
discohouse.com/Minecraft is bouse.
Yay.
3 IOX ADDR.
So this is Scott trying to make our loop program.
Yup.
So basically it puts it into a loop.
An infinite loop.
Infinite loop.
Being the key.
Yeah. And then this infinite loop is obviously infinitely running, and then every time you push a button it will change the state. Am I right in thinking that?
Well, what it's going to do is
put an input in.
Because there's not going to be any ticks in between it, it's running in milliseconds, because obviously a fast computer runs in, nanoseconds really. So basically it's checking the input state of each button. If that button is positive, so it's been pressed, then it will run whatever I tell it to.
Okay.
Else it will go to the next if statement.
Okay.
So if I type in, so hopefully, and the you may have noticed the exclamation marks we've typed there for output, and if you use the @ symbol, then that symbolizes inputs. So if I type in 16 IOX @ then equals if, then that should do the whatever button we decide 16 is.
Okay.
So if we say 16 is up, yeah?
Yep.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Okay, so we'll say up. It was called up but, I believe.
Up the butt.
And then you just type in then. And then we'll have 32 IOX @ equals if.
You've also got to remember, well,
And
I need to change where the up button is, because you don't want to have the up button outside the lift, because if you do, you might not get on the lift in time. But that's just minor things.
That can be moved later.
Yep.
That can be moved so that we
Yep.
can see it. Or I could put in a tick
Yeah, we'll
delay.
just do it in a recess in the wall, so...
Yeah. Okay, so if it's 32, then run down but. We're going to want limits on this though. Mind you, the limit will be not having enough frames.
Will that be...
And the down limit, you'll have to make something so it can't come down.
Yeah, but isn't the limit already in the down but program?
Yeah, but if you're downstairs and you press down...
Yeah, I see, yeah.
It's going to try and go down 44 times.
Yeah. So surely you'd be able to say that can you not output a value to say that if it's down equals 1, if it's up equals 0?
We could probably do a variable that holds the state.
Yeah.
So if you have a variable, so if up was pressed, then do up, and if down was pressed,
check to see if the variable is equal to what,
which means we'll have to write the whole program again at some point.
Yeah.
But this is just for testing purposes. So down but, then, and then we'll just give it some delay.
A bit more than 5. Okay.
That's fine, because all it's doing is now doing the program again. Right, so that is our lift.program written. And so if I was to run that, let's just save it before we run it. So save lift, just in case, because if you do run an infinite loop, the only way to do it is by resetting the computer, so we'd lose the program. So that's now saved. Have you hooked up the buttons then?
Well, I don't have the right coloured walls, so...
Oh.
I cannot do that.
So that's the next stage then. Shall I send you up?
I would love you to send me up. Yeah, let's have a quick look to see what the next wall colours are. So I need yellow and lime. And I've got those colours at the top. Oh, he's missed it!
No!
Ah!
No!
You could probably make that if you got to the side.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh well.
TP?
Yeah. Oh, I can't even TP because I can't spell my own name.
So are you
It's going to be done by the time I reach it. Hey, ow.
Hello.
Hello.